Your marriage doesn't have to end. And if you feel like it's hopeless, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 key things, and you definitely don't want to miss the last one. So here it is. Let's dive right in to number 1. There is a process to falling in love. Briefly, this process includes attraction. That's where it starts, because that is what catches our eye about a person and leads us to want to grow closer. Now, if you know anything about Marriage Helper or have been around for a while, then you know we talk about the pies of attraction, P-I-E-N-S, which delineates the 4 different areas of attraction. It's physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. And while physical may be the first thing that catches our eye about a person, it really becomes even more important as we get to know a person through the things they like, the hobbies they have. Can we carry on a conversation with them? That's intellectual attraction. Emotional attraction is all about, do they evoke emotions within me that I enjoy feeling? And do I evoke emotions within them they enjoy feeling? And then spiritual attraction is all about being a person that lives in line with your beliefs and values. That's the first stage of falling in love, when we become attracted to someone, which then moves us into acceptance, which basically at its core says, is this a person that I can accept them as they are, even if they were to never change? And once someone feels comfortable in that, where they feel fully accepted, they want to move into that next stage of falling in love, which is attachment. And attachment at its core is, will you be there for me? That really drives further commitment in a relationship, and then leads us into the final and 4th stage of the love path, which is aspiration, which is all about creating shared dreams and a strong future together as a couple. Now, that is a really brief overview, but all of that is to show you that there's a process to falling in love, and that you always continue to follow this process. Even if you fall off, you just start right back at the beginning. So if you feel like your relationship is ending, like it's on the brink of divorce, or that you are scared that it's a crisis that you can't get over, what I'm here to tell you is there is hope, because there is a path. And we look at hope, when we look at the psychological research definition of hope, we see that hope stems from seeing a vision of how things can be different in the future and having a plan to get there. That is what we excel at helping you with at Marriage Helper. So point number 1 is there's a process to falling in love. Point number 2 is that if you've fallen off the love path, then the way that you save your marriage is by getting back on. We have so many videos here on YouTube. We have so many podcasts on wherever you listen to podcasts that talk about all of these different things. So be sure that you like this video and you subscribe to our channel, or that you follow this podcast wherever you're listening to podcasts, if that's how you're listening to this information, because you can dive in much deeper in all of our other content that we have on what it looks like to get back on the love path, at least to a high level extent. But remember, you can get back on. That is the hope. The 3rd point is that you always start back with attraction. Remember what I said about attraction. It's physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. And if you've fallen off the love path, then you start again by getting back on, by starting back at the beginning with attraction. So what have you been doing to work on your attraction, to work on your pies? Take time to encourage others with what you've done. Share in the comments below. That will encourage others, but it'll also encourage you to be able to share what you have been doing. I was speaking with someone on a podcast just the other day. They were interviewing me for their show, and she said to me, I know why my marriage ended. I was controlling, I was negative, but I wish now that I would have saved my marriage. There's so much more where that came from. There's so much more that people who have ended their marriages and regret it. That is a sentiment that is so common and that I hear all of the time. So my encouragement to you with this video today is to realize there's a path to falling back in love, and it is accessible to you. And we can teach you how to further do that at Marriage Helper. Go ahead and join our free mini course on how to get your spouse to fall back in love with you. It will teach you all of these principles in even greater detail and give you the hope that you need to see your marriage saved. Go ahead and join that free mini course, click the link on the screen, and then come back and stick around if you want. We're gonna show you a next video that talks about how you can get your spouse back using your pies. We'll see you then.